Okay, this is going to be a little video about this John Deere push mower. A customer of mine hit a metal stake. They bent the blade, so they put a new blade on, but it still shakes a bit. I suspected that the crank was bent, and I was right. So we've taken the spark plug out, and we're going to crank it over and watch the end shaft, see if it's bent. I know you're supposed to have a dial indicator to check this, but I can see it by eye. I should have my tripod. I apologize. I'm trying to do this with one hand again. Yeah, I think I'll go get the tripod. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to try to set this tripod up where we can see it. I can see it. The camera can or not. Let's see if it'll pick it up. Okay. So what I've done is flip the lawnmower outside, carburetor facing up. Now, if you watch the end of this bolt, while I crank it over, you will see that it wobbles. If I crank it over. Now, watch your fingers in here, because I just cut my finger holding on to it like that. Now, if you can see, it is bent. And it still vibrates a little bit. So, I don't have a dial indicator here because I left it at work. I never thought. So, we're going to make a little, what I'm going to do is take a piece of wood and put a nail in it, basically. And then try to see where the most furthest spot is, and we'll try to figure out where the shaft is bent. This way, this way, this way. Then I'm going to try to put a pipe on it and straighten it. That's probably not going to work though. We're going to try it anyway. I think someone's already tried it, because if you look right here, looks like a hammer mark, maybe not. Okay. Okay, so this is very crude, but it'll give you some idea of where the high spot is. And I've been thinking I might just take it down. You have to take the motor out. There's a guy near me that will straighten the crank. I can see that the high spot is right there, which means the center of this shaft is bent this way, basically. So I'm wondering if I could take that off now and just put a pipe in it and pull on it, but probably not. We'll figure a way out. Now, I've been thinking about hitting it with a sledgehammer, but I'm not really fond of doing that. But I'm not sure what choice I'm going to have. It's either that I have to pay $50 to $100 for somebody else to straighten it, which cuts into the profit a bit. Considering I'm not going to charge the guy very much for doing this anyway. So I think I might just try it, and we'll see what happens. I don't recommend doing this at all, because it could take bearings and seals out. Yeah, let's just try it, see what happens. Now, I'm guesstimating that it is right there. Okay, let's put our dial indicator, redneck dial indicator back. Yeah, so I do not recommend this at all. It's probably going to take more than that, considering it was the force that it hit the steel stake with, and it actually bent the lawnmower blade, and they've since put a new one on it. But it straightened a bed. I can't believe it. It didn't take much. Okay, let's try it one more time. It's more encouraging. This is definitely redneck repair. Redneck crankshaft repair at its best. My uncle years ago took the crank right out and put it on the floor and hit it with a sledgehammer. Straightened it that way, but I think this was a lot less trouble. Let's see. By the cracky, that's close. I don't like that noise. Right there. Something binding inside the motor. I'm just watching it. See, it's not as bad. I'm going to try that again. This time I'm going to try it downwards. Now this lawnmower, it vibrated a little bit, but not. I didn't think it was too serious. I would have just used it. The customer wants it fixed. Look at that. It's pretty straight there. I can't believe it. 2 whacks. It's not bad. Oh, how much straighter I can get it than that? 2 whacks with a sledgehammer. There's a bit still there. Let's figure out. Put my dial indicator back on here. Dial indicator would be the best thing to do, but you'd have to take the blade and everything off and put it on the end of the shaft where it's smooth. Let it rub. Well, we won't get into that. There's still a bit out. Right there. One more hit, and I think that'll be it. That wasn't very hard. Well, that's damn close. Oh, that's sweet. It's perfect. Now, if you watch here, I'm going to try to set it up so I get the edge of the bolt, so you can see if there's any little gaps in there. You should see it. Now, I can't hold this perfectly tight because it pulls over so hard. Ouch! There I did it again. Almost cut that finger. Be very careful. I'm just using my eyeball with this, but it's a pretty good indicator. If you don't have a dial indicator at home, you don't need any fancy equipment to do it. Now, I'm not guaranteed this is going to not hurt the bearings inside, but okay, that looks good. I'm going to change oil in it and clean it, plug, re-gap, and then we'll start it up, see how it runs. Okay. Okay, on removal of the air filter, and it's a good thing I checked it. It's full of whatever. It needs to be cleaned out. Should have a new one actually, but we're going to try blowing it out. Look at that. That's nasty. Wow. Okay, we'll get that all cleaned up. It's draining right now, so we're going to put the plug back in from the underside. It's right here. And we'll go from there. We'll get it started up and see how it runs. It should run a lot smoother. Okay, it definitely should have a new air filter. Look at that. That is just ridiculous. Wow. That is bad. Now it's got like a car type air filter, so maybe I'll just take the number off it and order one in. They're probably $10. I hate to see what they charge to change oil in a lawnmower. Since I've never done it, I've always done it myself. We'll see. This time I think I'm just going to put air pressure through the backside and clean it out a bit. But it should have an air filter. Okay, so with that done, we're going to put the oil plug back in the spark plug, and the oil, and we'll fire it up, and we'll see how it runs. Hopefully it ran pretty smooth, but it still had a definite shake to it. I just thought it was a normal Brigg and Stratton motor shake, but apparently not. You don't want this sucker to fall out, so I should have put some Teflon tape on it probably. There, that's what it takes. Okay, we've got the plug and the oil and the air filter all back in it. Let's see how it works. It'll be loud, buddy. Stand back. Okay, here goes. I'm pretty sure this cord is supposed to be up here. Why is it like that? I don't know.